You're watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 22nd of October. India's PM Modi thanks Trump for Diwali wishes, hopes for united stand on terrorism. Taliban dubs Pakistan proxy war claims illogical, says ties with India independent. And Baloch activists protest in Germany against Pakistani atrocities. And now for all the details. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday thanked US President Donald Trump for his Diwali greetings following a telephonic conversation between the two leaders. In a post on X, PM Modi emphasized the shared democratic values and global responsibilities of both the nations. On this festival of lights, may our two great democracies continue to illuminate the world with hope and stand united against terrorism in all its forms, he said. The remarks came amid Washington's growing proximity to Pakistan, which New Delhi blames is a state sponsor of terror. Trump, while celebrating Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights, at an Oval Office event earlier on Tuesday, said that he spoke with Indian PM and that Modi assured him that India would be limiting its oil purchases from Russia. He added that energy was also part of the discussion. However, India has refuted the claims. Trump has recently targeted India for its Russian oil purchases, imposing tariffs on Indian exports to the US.
Well, we stand great, and the people of India, I love the people of India, and we're working on some great deals between our countries. I spoke to Prime Minister Modi today, as I mentioned before, and we just have a very good relationship. And he's not going to buy much oil from Russia. He wants to see that war end as much as I do. He wants to see the war end with Russia, Ukraine. And as you know, they're not going to be buying too much oil. So they've cut it way back, and they're continuing to cut it way back.
Afghanistan's Defense Minister Mullah Mohammad Yaqoob Mujahid has dismissed Pakistan's claims of Indian involvement in recent border tensions as groundless and illogical. The Taliban leader, speaking to Al Jazeera in Doha, said that Afghanistan's policy forbids using its soil against any country. We maintain relations with India as an independent nation and will strengthen those ties within the framework of our national interests, he said. At the same time, we will preserve our relations with Pakistan based on good neighborliness. Our aim is to expand relations, not create tensions. Pakistan's accusations are unfounded, illogical, and unacceptable, he further added. Clashes between the two nations erupted after explosions in Kabul on 9th of October, which the Taliban blamed on Pakistan, prompting retaliatory strikes and further exchanges that killed soldiers and civilians. Pakistan claimed it targeted militants harbored by the Taliban, while Kabul accused Islamabad of backing Islamic State's Khorasan branch. Following mediation in Doha, the two sides agreed to a second ceasefire, with Qatar saying it includes mechanisms to support lasting peace, though details remain undisclosed. Moving on, the Baloch National Movement staged demonstrations in Germany this week against Pakistan's ongoing human rights violations in Balochistan. The protesters demanded justice for the victims and an immediate halt to the military aggression by the Pakistani army. We have a report.
Members of the Baloch National Movement in Germany held massive demonstrations in Hanover this week to denounce Pakistan military's attacks, enforced disappearances, and drone strikes in Balochistan, referring to them as a form of punishment inflicted on the Baloch people. The speakers called upon the United Nations, the European Union, and human rights organizations to take immediate action. Speakers alleged that the Pakistani army conducted both aerial and ground assaults in Ziri, a sub-district located in Balochistan, resulting in the deaths of Baloch civilians, destroying villages. They claimed that Ziri has been under relentless bombardment for over a month, with communications severed, curfews enforced, and humanitarian aid obstructed. Baloch people have long been targets of so-called military operations, ethnic stereotyping and abductions by the Pakistani state, while it continues to exploit their natural resources. The situation is not highlighted by the local media, forcing them to seek intervention through global platforms. While concluding the demonstrations, protesters pledged to continue their fight.
Moving on, Bangladesh International Crimes Tribunal has ordered the arrest of 15 army officers in cases pertaining to enforced disappearances, killings and crimes against humanity allegedly committed during ex-Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's regime. The officers appealed for bail, but the tribunal headed by a 3-member panel rejected their petitions and ordered their arrests, the Dhaka Tribune reported. According to the prosecution, 34 individuals, including ousted PM Sheikh Hasina, have been named as accused in the 3 cases. Among the 25 army officers charged, 15 are currently in custody. The tribunal's move marks a dramatic escalation in the country's post-uprising political reckoning, with the interim government claiming that legal accountability is now being pursued at the highest level. Sri Lanka's consumer prices rose 2.1% year-on-year in September, up from a 1.5% increase in August, the Statistics Department said on Tuesday. Sri Lanka has recovered strongly since plunging into a financial crisis due to a record shortage of dollars 3 years ago, posting economic growth of 5% last year. The island nation's inflation has also slowed significantly over the last 2 years, allowing official interest rates to gradually come down. The National Consumer Price Index captures broad retail price inflation and is released with a lag of about 3 weeks every month. The annual inflation rate in the food category rose to 3.8% in September from 2.9% in August. In the non-food category, consumer prices were up 0.7% last month compared with 0.4% year-on-year in August. This comes as President Anura Kumara Dissanayake, who also serves as Finance Minister, will present the 2026 budget on November 7, and he is expected to outline plans for record capital expenditure. Moving on, it's festive time in India. Devout Hindus across the country on Wednesday celebrated the Hindu festival of Govardhan Puja, dedicated to Lord Krishna. Meanwhile, people in northern Himachal Pradesh observed a traditional stone-pelting festival to seek divine blessings.
Hindu devotees across India thronged temples to offer prayers and perform rituals on Wednesday to mark Govardhan Puja festival with devotion and fervor, a day after Diwali, the festival of lights. Legends say Lord Krishna dissuaded the people of Gokul from worshipping the Hindu rain god, Lord Indra. This angered Indra, who brought about a rainstorm to frighten people, but Krishna lifted the whole of Govardhan mountain on the tip of his finger for 7 days, and saved the people from the wrath of Indra. On this day, devotees make a symbolic hill out of cow dung and mud on the occasion, which signifies Lord Krishna saving the people from Indra's wrath. They also make offerings of wheat, rice, and leafy vegetables.
गोवर्धन ही सब कुछ, हमारा अन्नदाता, दूध सबको देने वाला है, इसलिए हम गोवर्धन की पूजा करें। तब से गोवर्धन पूजा पूरे ब्रजवासी परिक्रमा करते हुए, छप्पन भोग लगाते हुए गोवर्धन पूजा करते हुए आ रहे हैं, जो कि आज हम उसको बड़े धूमधाम से सेलिब्रेशन किया जा रहा है।
Meanwhile, people in Shimla in India's northern Himachal Pradesh state participated in a traditional stone-pelting festival organized after Diwali celebrations on Tuesday to seek divine blessings. As part of the tradition, participants are divided in 2 teams, representing nearby villages who throw stones on each other till one person is injured and his blood is offered to the goddess. This centuries-old festival is extremely important for the locals and marks the end of human sacrifice ritual at nearby temple. Hundreds of people voluntarily take part in the festival with a belief that the goddess would bless them.
हाँ, ये हर साल मनाया जाता है और ये मतलब पूर्व से लेकर के चला आ रहा है परंपरा, और इसको निभाना जरूरी है क्योंकि यह आवश्यक है। पत्थर लग जाने के बाद खून को माता के मंदिर में लगाया जाता है, और यह भी मान्यता है कि इसका जिसको भी पत्थर लगता है वो उसको दर्द नहीं होता क्योंकि माता की कृपा है।
That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.